is going on? We got the Raiders Tirol versus the Rhein Fire. That's what's happening. That is what's starting up. This is game 2 of 4. The Fire are home in their burgundy and bronze. So, very, very nice. They're probably going to be playing really super hard. Super hard today. And then the Raiders in their gray and black. Of course. Man, oh man. The shade is covering like, what is it? Just less than half the field, the bottom half of your screen. That's going to be annoying to watch. Annoying to see. Hopefully that adjusts quite soon. But I'm leaning towards the Fire, but I'm going to be going for the Raiders. That is the deal. Yeah, so we're set up. We're good to go. Ready to rock. Yeah, lots and lots of fans out there for the Fire. But they got the Nordic Storm next week, so get ready. Week 13 of 14. Uno mas after this one. This is the last game of the weekend in the European League of Football. And the Ravens took down the Bravos in a back-and-forth game. So disappointing. I was hoping the Bravos would win to help the Storm solidify that bye week. But not going to be locked in just yet. So let's see who's here. We got Manson, Delay, Can't Control Life, Vince, Giants fan. Who else joined us nice and early? Speedy is here. Chuck the Puppy was here. I'm sure they're still here hiding in the shadows as they're going out there for the coin toss. And this game should go right into the Dolphins and the Bears. Hopefully this game goes quickly and we don't miss too much of the Dolphins-Bears. If it's a blowout, we'll end this early and hop into NFL preseason football. The Raiders don't play well on the road, and they had a long trip. Ryan should do well today. Yeah, if this is a blowout, we'll end it early to make sure we start the Dolphins and Bears on time, because then we got the Chargers and the Saints after that to complete the quadruple header. So, I have no problem cutting this one short if it's a blowout. Gotta try to build up the preseason crowd as well. So that's what we're going to do, people. And I got myself my football and round 2 for round 2. Coffee in the morning. Rise and shine. 8:30 in the morning, people, for the Rhino. Man. Yeah, that first one was a little bit early for me. A little bit early. Got to get used to that 5 a.m. start, though. So I can do that sports show 5 to 6, a little hour, and then off to work. There's a star car, little kids racing onto the field. 2 little kitties out to the center. A good defense is offense. You want 5 overtimes? We can't handle 5 overtimes. We have 4 streams today, man. We can't be going overtime. We got to be ending early to get to the next game. There's no time for breaks today. No breaks indeed. The world's greatest cup of coffee. No. The Fire suck, says Can't Control Life. All right. They're only the back-to-back champions, but this is definitely an off-season for them. They're not as amazing as they've been the last 2 years. So, we hope that it stays close. The Rhino and Delay in the morning, that's right. The morning show with Dr. Delay. Make sure you guys go check out Dr. Delay. Subscribe to his channel. Do it now before the game starts. Kick off in a moment. The Delay is a master of the Pirates streams and does a bunch of other baseball as well. And going to be covering a lot of the Steelers games and plenty of other football and college too. He'll be covering more college than me. I don't have enough time in my schedule, but the delay will be stepping up with a lot of college. And you get to vote on it over there. You vote on what you want, and whatever wins, the delay will cover. I can only cover what fits into my schedule with the Canadian Football League and school and whatnot, and tutoring. So, make sure you go and subscribe to Dr. Delay. We'll do that morning show twice a week, and keep on grinding. Cue the music! Cue the music! Boom! Bang! Kickoff time! Returning from the 2, the Raiders left to right, past the 20. Just kidding, right at the 20. Going backwards and taken down between the 17 and 19. They're spotting it at the 19-yard line. Maddox on the return. Let's go, people. Let's go. What's up, Philly to the halftime? Showing up as well. Bam! And Vince is back. This game is on Roku channel, people. The Roku channel for free. The only game on right now is this one. What's up, Sandy? What's going on? Am I a rugby expert? I am not. I cover all the American football. This is the European League of Football. I cover the NFL, CFL, UFL, not rugby or soccer. I would get into rugby, but it just doesn't fit in my schedule yet. So maybe in the future, Sandy, on the vertical side. Runs it up the middle. Hasselvanta on the carry, getting nothing. Nothing, maybe one. Hopefully we get some more subs to Dr. Delay. He's on his way to 500 subs. He's almost there. Almost there. What's up, 143? On the vertical front, welcome in. Raiders and Fire, right here, right now. Last European League of Football game of the weekend. And then 2 NFL preseason games next, people. Get ready. All right, here we go from the 21 of the game 2. And pressure almost sacked, escaping on the run and gets out to the 26 for Perry. Good with his legs, not with his arm. Not what you want from a quarterback, but he holds his own for this Raiders team that they're in 500, 5-5 on the season. Man, oh man. You wouldn't mind fishing at the moment? I wouldn't say I'd go fishing with the guy. I love that commercial. You guys got to know that one. Khabib or McGregor? Oh, man, Khabib dominated McGregor. McGregor was really good for his time in the sun, but Khabib was way more technical and a monster on the ground. McGregor had some top-notch stand-up, though, but, man, Khabib, he was a beast. And Hasselvanta runs it down low for first down. The Raiders on the run. Moving those chains. I like it. Like it, like it, like it. Crush the fire. I would also love to cover UFC events, but those are usually Saturdays or Sundays, and I cover too much football, too much sports to be able to do the UFC. But that would be nice. It would be really nice. Hands it up the middle, driving for a gain of 8. Man, oh man, to the 37-yard line. Nice run. Nice, nice, nice. Bovell on the carry. Bovell. I don't have his number written down. My bad. Bovell. All right, 2nd and 2. Good stuff, Raiders. Good stuff. Keep it going. Keep it going. What's good, Philly? Halftime. What do you got today? Let us know in the chat what you got cooking. All right, in the shotgun, running back to the right. 3 minutes in already. And runs it through the middle. First down, out to the 40. Wow, the extra yards, 45. 6 yards on the run. Bam. Another first down. Bovell coming through. You never got into it, Can't Control Life? All your friends love it? I haven't watched it so much in the last few years. But it's great, man. It's great. I wish I would have covered it years ago. We're talking about 10 years ago. That would have been a big hit on the YouTube. I haven't watched it religiously in at least 10 years. Ever since I moved to Colorado 5 years ago, like everything else in the world doesn't exist to me. It's like math teaching and football and some hockey and basketball on the side. And throwing it down low, breaking the tackle, breaks another tackle to the 45, to the 44. Wow. He's just sneaking under these little fellas. Sullivan coming through, getting another first down for the Raiders. Bam. 11 yards on that one. Watch out for Sullivan. Jacory Sullivan. Top-notch wide receiver from the U.S. You did watch the GSP? Oh, he was so good. He was boring, technical, dominating. He dominated for a long time. I could still picture the time when Matt Serra went and kicked him, and then, oh man, that huge upset. That was a ridiculous upset from Matt Serra from Long Island. He's got a couple of Brazilian, well, he had a couple. He might only have one now. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu studios on Long Island where I grew up. Pretty cool. 6 yards on the run up the middle by the Weishauer. Weishauer on the carry. Halftime's covering the Phillies and the Rangers. And they're about to sweep them. Don't tell Carr. One of my mods is a Rangers fan. He'll get sad. Sad and mad. Covering the Phillies. All right. Good stuff, halftime. From the 37, hands it off, up top. Weishauer gets a first down. 5 yards on the carry. Grinding it. Raiders rocking it. Did I catch women tennis? I watch a little bit of it. I watch the majors. I watch a bunch of the men and women's majors. I catch a bunch of those matches. I can't cover all of them because there's so many overlapping, but I tune in for a bunch. Go Canada. Oh, that one, no, it wasn't a major. So, but yeah, the Canadian lady won one of those events. Canada. We get a third of our followers are Canadian, about 35%. Throwing it deep up top, he's got a man. Open, bang! Wide open. Sullivan coming through. Bang, bang, bang. Touchdown for the Raiders to start this game. Oh, baby. Fakes the handoff. Going deep with the run pass option. Sullivan. Got him. 6-0 to roll on top. 8:47 left in the first quarter. One possession, one drive, one touchdown. Extra point coming. Let's see. Snap, hold, kick. Just inside that right upright. Nailed it. Rhein Fire is 6-4 on the season behind the Storm in their division. And the Raiders Tirol are 5-5 at 500. That is the deal. Man, oh man. The American, not the Americant. Let me see. I'm behind on one thing. Probably more, but I'm going to be behind for that Dolphins-Bears game in a little while. Because this one's going to go late. Unless this game is only about 2.5 hours long, or if it's a blowout. Yeah, the sun and the shade on the field is annoying. The Raiders' name is not right. I know, it's so different. The Rhein Blasters. What's he saying? Yeah, they're talking about 96 in the late 90s when Rhein Fire was around. I remember the NFL Europe back in the day, checking the paper to see those scores. But 96, I think they said. What's up, cheerleaders? Should be a good game, Vince. And the Bravos lost to the Ravens. That's so disappointing. What a game, though. That would have been a good game to cover instead of the New York Storm, but gotta cover them. Gotta cover them. Then we got cheerleader and the fans practicing. A youngling practicing her moves and her pom-poms. 7-0 Raiders on top of the Fire. I want fire. Every time I cover the Fire, it makes me think of that KMFDM song that I haven't listened to in over 15 years. Maybe even 20. I don't even know. We're turning it out to the 25-yard line for the Fire. Flag on the play. Probably holding, and I'll back him up. Should be a game. I want to see a blowout so we can get to the Dolphins and Bears on time. I don't want to miss any of that. Do I see the XFL colliding with the ELF? No. EFL combined with the USFL to make the UFL. Will the UFL combine with the ELF? I don't think so. Fire with the hold. Back 'em up. What have I done? I'm on fire. Yeah, it's the UFL, and they're not going to merge with the ELF. I don't think it's going to happen. Could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, here we go with the 16 in the pistol. Players and fake swings it up top to the 21. Caught and out of bounds at the 22. And that's out there to Schmidt. Is it Schmidt up top? Chad Jeffries, quarterback of the Fire. Yep. Schmitty with the catch. I'm on fire. Runs it up the middle and gets about 3 yards right in the breadbasket for a first down. The pre-second down. And the Rhein Fire done good. Fire, get first down. Fire, make food. You like food. Rhein do good. Rhein snap ball. Should I go down to that kick control life? And Jeffries on the run. And out to the 35. 8 yards on the play. As the Raiders go and bop Jeffries on the head and grab him and drag him back to the cave. Do I stream the USFL games? They merged with the XFL to create the UFL. I cover pretty much all the UFL games. And can't wait for them to start up in February and March 2026. Hopefully with 2 new teams and lots of relocations, Chomas. When I play the Wilson clip, you're going to pause and start reflecting on life. Well, we might get that a bunch of the next game. There's a couple Wilsons for the Dolphins and the Chargers. Throws it down low, only gets 2 yards. They give him a great spot. It should be 3rd and inches. Scott on the catch. Jonathan Scotty. What's up, Hall? Don't bring the robot back. You don't want the robot, Mr. Numbers? He wasn't working how I want him to work. I tried him for a while. It just wasn't doing the trick for me. Any Fire fans in here? Probably not many. Not many. Rhino, call, game, chat, sit, watch. Come, sit, watch. Make meat on fire. With fire. Watch fire. You understand? Understand. You, dust, wind, dude. Anyways, moving on. Giants fan going for the fire. USFL merged with the XFL to create the UFL. Right. Spot on. Spot on. And we just finished year 2 of the UFL. And now we're going into year 3 of the UFL in 2026 as the Fire call timeouts. They give him the first down. He was way short. Sorry, people. He was way short. But first down, Fire right on the sunshade line in the middle of the field. Hands it off. Going up top. Scotty, first down. 10, 15. Getting about 18 yards on the run to the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Slicing and dicing up top. Moving the chains yet again. The Fire should win. They should win, but it was a nice drive, a nice opening drive by the Raiders to give themselves some hope. Bloodsport. I watched that a few weeks ago. I don't think I quoted it just now. The point total is at 54.5. Do these teams score? They do. They will. They should. Probably. Sometimes. 60% of the time, they score over 54.5 all the time. 8-yard reception by the Quofi. Watch out for that guy. That guy was a moose the last time I covered the Fire. He was ridiculous last time. Did he have 5 or 7? He had 5 or 6 touchdowns. I forget. At least 5. He might have had 6. I think he had 6 touchdowns. And Jeffries had 8 total touchdowns. It was something sick. What up, Lou? What's going on? Welcome in. And Passion Faith throws up top on the slant. Inside the 20. Quofi to the 17. Another one. Another first down. The Fire's offense is on fire. Looking good. Looking darn good, I must say. What up, Dallas? What's happening? Hot and stuffy. Yep, I kicked up my thermostat, so it's up to 70 and 72. So, because I'm back to work, so I can't keep it in an ice box all day long. I gladly paid extra for a while in the summer, but now we can go back to normal temperatures in the apartment. And down low inside the 10. He might have got 10 yards for a first down. Scotty coming through again. Bam. First and goal for the Fire. Striking back. Yep. I'll just kick up my, we'll kick down my thermostat on at night to sleep in the cold ice box. But that's it. And then change it back in the morning before I go to work. Yep. Yep. You're rocking, what, 70 degrees there, Car? Roger, Fahrenheit. Going up top. Drops it in there. Oh, man. Easy peasy. Quofi, this guy is good. Touchdown for the Fire. Easy peasy. Wow. Touchdown time, 7-6. Extra point shall tie this game. College football in less than 2 weeks, Lou. Less than 2 weeks. What up, Cameron? Let's go Fire. Fire in the chat, people. Let's put those little flame emojis and emojis up there. Ties it up. Extra point good. 7-7. Flames in the chat. I don't know if the YouTube algorithm likes hearing about the Fire, but that would kind of suck that it's the team name and the YouTube algorithm might punish me for talking about it. Flames, 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 flames. Thank you, Giants fan. Whoo-wee. I want fire. Who's winning? The Bears. No score. Who's winning? The Bears. It's 7-7. 7-7. There's Cameron following through. Lou coming through. I like it. Like it. So when the Rhein Fire come through, you blast all those little emojis in the chat. I don't know what we can do for the Raiders, but there's got to be a pirate out there. Chuck the Puppy would know. Carr tearing it up. Nice. Outside 85. Feels like 91. Yikes. Not good at all. What do we got? Oh, it's saying light rain in this afternoon. All good. I am streaming all day. Nice return to the 30, 35, 40. Got the kicker to beat. And all the way to the 37-yard line on the return. But there's a flag as Maddox is dancing it up. Who am I streaming when it comes to college football? Whatever fits in my schedule, Chomos. I don't have a college schedule. I got too much Canadian football on Friday and Saturday nights, or Friday nights and Saturdays. So it's what fits. Holding on the Raiders. Send them back. What up, bud? What's going on? Give me a thumbs up. Love it. Love it. Oh, there we go. The Pirates flag we got to put out there for the Raiders. So when they score a touchdown, we got to see the Pirates flag. All right, so they're backed up to the 19. Instead of starting at the 37 of the Fire, their own 19-yard line after the hold. Flag, buzzkill, runs it up the middle to the 23, 4 yards on the run. The Hasavanta. Now I want a giant pretzel. Why is that? You guys know. I believe in you. You believed in me. You believed in me. Shotgun, hands it over the middle again. Grinding for about 3. So 3rd and 3 coming up. Hasavanta again. There we go. Oh. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you. With a side of thank you. People cheering cheerleaders? Yeah. Maybe I'll just set something up for the preseason games. I don't get many people in here for the European League of Football, so I didn't set up any poll questions. Runs in the middle, only gets about 2 yards. Flags coming through. Hasselvalter can't get the first down, but we might get a penalty on the Fire. And it's going to be against the Fire. Must have been a late hit or toss or smash or something. I got to think of a different poll question for the preseason football. We finished up the random objects. We already had the winner. The duct tape was the winner. So it's a 15-yard penalty. 15-yard penalty on the Fire. Man, oh man. 7-7 game. We got about a minute 40 left in the first. Here we go from the 43. Motion down low. And hands it off up top. And gets a yard there by Bovell. Nothing. Who has a good question? That's a good question. That is a good question about the questions. Hey-o, we got another subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, we're at 2912. We are 88 subscribers away from 3,000. 88 away. Hopefully we get a decent push for the preseason today. We'll see what happens. Don't know if there's many people covering the preseason or not. Hopefully not. And throwing it. Oh, seam down the middle. All the way to the 35, to the 32. Well done. No slant. Seaming. Boom. Gets the catch. Gets the first down. Escobar coming through. Nice. Nice, nice, and nice. What is a good question? That is a good question. Yeah, I gotta think of something else to start another, something. I'll think of something. But that was cool for a little while, because the polls are kind of boring, so I gotta think of something different that people would want to answer. Maybe I'll go like 1 versus 1 on some random things that might not be a random object, but maybe it'll be something else. 2 yards up the middle, not much there, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter. 1 down, 3 to go. Like, I'll do like a 1 versus 1, like 2 things that you can do, and you got to choose one or the other that you like better. With random things in life, you know? Like, I think the first one I'm going to put up there for the preseason game would be like, fist bump, handshake, or high five. Things like that. Like, which of the situation, could be 2, could be 3, could be 4, but like things that are similar, which is your go-to thing in whatever situation. Make a bracket for the chats. I'll think of something. Who's looking better, the Raiders or the Fire? The Fire's offense drove down the field and got a touchdown easily. The Raiders' offense also did a good job on their first possession. So their one drive each the offense was awesome. Now the Raiders got gifted a penalty, but they're trying to put together a drive here. Maybe also do like, favorite Sour Patch Kid. And then you put the colors out there, like random things like that. Which is your go-to? I don't know. Ketchup versus mustard versus relish. Yeah, things like that. Things like that. You could do something like, push-ups versus sit-ups. Which one's better? Push-ups, sit-ups, or pull-ups. I don't know. I think that's the route we'll go. We can keep going with that and see what happens. Yeah, you might like all, but you got to pick your favorite. Raiders going right to left to their own 30 in the pistol. High snap, hands it off, gobbled up. Nothing. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. All different situations, different things, different whatevers. We can go strawberry, chocolate, vanilla. The hamburger versus the hot dog. Pizza or pepperoni pizza. Throwing it deep. Got him! Into the end zone. Is that Sullivan again? Sullivan coming through again with a touchdown. Boom, boom, and boom. Raiders on top, but a sixer on the board. Sixer. The offenses are coming through. Touchdown time. Put those pirate flags in the chat. Pirate flags in the chat. 13-7. Extra point up and good. 14-7. Got them. Smash them free subs. Listen to the car. My man. Car, the Giants fan, and Dallas. 3 of the best mods in the business. Right here, right now. Covering the Fire and the Raiders. Sullivan. 2 touchdowns for that little guy. Good news for Austria. Puts another shrimp on the Barbie. Austria. New Jersey. No, it's what does he say? What's that accent you got there? New Jersey? Austria. California. Oh, man. There they are, the pirate flags. Thank you. Delay and the car. Hot versus cold coffee, yeah. Yep, and then we could also go sizes of the Starbucks. You know, venti, schmenti, tall, you know, grande. Penalty on the Fire. On the Fire. So the Fire going to start at the 40. Womp. That's not good. Yeah, so we got all these random situations that we can think of and pop in there. So kickoff out of bounds to the 40 for the Fire. We'll keep the coffee here. It's getting warm. Must drink it before it is undrinkable. Once it goes, it's like, it's hot, it's amazing, and then it goes down to room temperature. It's like hate, and then it starts to go back up again when it's like cold. So it's either really cold or really hot. As you get to room temperature, the scale of the coffee enjoyment gets lower and lower. Definitely a weird combo. Yeah. No yards on that carry by Scotty. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, you got a half a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 10. How long have they been named the Raiders? I don't know if they've been in the league for 5 years, but my guess would be the full 5 years. Throwing it up top. Jeffries hits his man to Scotty. Gets about 5. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Fire. Scotty, that guy's a beast running back / wide receiver. Definitely a beast. La 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 la. The Raiders. Let's see if the Raiders can stop them. My guess is no, as we're 2 minutes into the second. Motion up top, goes back down low. No running back needed for the Fire. Jeffries takes the snap. He's got it over the middle on the slant. First down to the 45. Easy peasy. Got him. Quofi. Squeezy. This guy is so good. He is just like dancing it up. Dancing it up. They're just action-packed today. Thoughts on the Colts-Ravens game? Who do I think will be the Colts starter week 1? We still need more time there, John D. I caught the first half and a little bit of the third quarter. I got to go and watch, I think Monday I can go and watch some of the game after work. Like the rest of the third quarter and the fourth quarter to check out how Riley Leonard did. Daniel Jones was up and down. Richardson was injured. It's too hard to call, but it looks like it's leaning towards Jones. As they go from the 44 to the 41, 3 yards on the run there by Scott. But back to the Colts. Richardson, Injured his pinky. They popped it back in. He's day-to-day. Hopefully he gets back in action next week and gets more playing time and see what he can do. I think if you're watching Jones and Richardson, they're pretty close to each other, but Richardson flashes the big plays and upside, and Jones doesn't. So they're almost even, and you got to go with the young guy with the potential. And then possibly give him some playing time and might get a trade. And Scotty in the middle breaking a tackle, trucks him and takes it to the house. Gone, 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 Scotty. Boom! 14-13, a sixer on the board. And these offenses cannot be stopped so far. That's 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns for these two teams. Bam, bam, bam. Delay says Daniel Jones wins the epic quarterback battle. The one thing that drives me crazy with Daniel Jones is he's just gonna check it down. And the extra point, is that in? No, they're saying no good, wide left. So it's 14-13, Raiders on top. Bam. All right there, Alex. All right. Delay says Daniel Jones wins. Yeah, he's... The one thing I would like about Daniel Jones is if he just keeps throwing it to Tyler Warren over the middle. Warren. Feed it to Jonathan Taylor. You know, maybe get some screen passes to Downs with the accurate short stuff. That'd be nice. But Richardson can make some plays and throw it deep. And that's where Pierce comes into play. So it's tough. So we got the short stuff with Jones or the possible deep stuff with Richardson. We need to take half of it with Jones and half of it with Richardson and put them together for one full quarterback because they're like a half a quarterback each. And you're not saying Jones is any good, by the way. Well, you could say it. You could say he's pretty good. You can admit it, Dr. Delay. He is really good. Just not at football. But he's good at something. Tic-tac-toe. Checkers. Chinese checkers. Tiddlywinks. I don't know. Who knows? Daniel Jones forever. No, that's Strawberry Fields, Bundy. Strawberry Fields forever. Bundy in the house. What's going on? Oh, there's the fire. Sorry. Everybody else missed it, Cameron. But Cameron comes through, dropping the fire and the flames in the chat. Smash them free subs. Sub it up. Sub it up. Hall of Famer, Joe Flacco? No. It is not true. Joe Flacco is not a Hall of Famer. Consistently average to above average is not a Hall of Famer. Hey, but I work for Derek Jeter. Am I right? Am I right? If Jim Irsay was still here, AR5 would be the starter for the last 10 games of this year. He'd be starting all of them. But he's going to be injured for a bunch. Richardson just finds ways to get injured. He's gonna, Richardson's gonna get like an elbow flexor, and he's gonna tear his collarbone Achilles. These are Richardson's gonna find new ways to get injured. They're like, collarbone Achilles. What the heck is that? Well, Anthony Richards figured it out, got it, destroyed it, and he's out for the rest of the year. And a return out to the 25 for Sullivan and the Raiders. 117 and 117 is a Hall of Famer, but not for Flacco. Do I think AR got better with his short passes. I didn't get to see enough of him on Thursday. So we got to see in the next 2 games because his short passes are brutal. He has no accuracy within 5 yards. And then he can throw a 65-yard bomb to Pierce right on the money. So it's so stupid. He's like ass backwards as a quarterback. Hasselvanta for about a gain of 5, so it'll be second down. Backwards, backwards, and backwards. This game is on the Roku. The Raiders and the Fire. The European League of Football, my man. What, you don't know? Bundy doesn't know. Bundy doesn't know. Eli shouldn't be, but he will be. And runs it for a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Raiders. Eli, 2 Super Bowl wins against Tom Brady is his Hall of Fame resume. That's it. That's what Eli Manning has. Beating Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice. Even though the defense was huge both times, that's what's going to get him in, and the Manning last name. And hands it off, bounces to the outside, gets the first down, 3 yards on the carry, got him. Hasselvanta coming through. Yeah, Eli will make it. He will get in, but Flacco will not. Like, Flacco is a poor man's Eli Manning, and that's not good. That is not good, because Eli barely makes it in. On his 2 playoff runs and 2 Super Bowls. All the other times, no playoff wins ever for Eli Manning. And high snap hands it off up top, loses 4, back to the 31. For the vaunter of Hassel. Oh, sorry, no, that was Bovell. My bad. Bovell. Crazy. All right, 14-13, Raiders on top. Carusin. Eli and Flacco were very much the same quarterback. But Eli's got that extra Super Bowl. Throwing it down to Sullivan incomplete. 3rd and 13 coming up for the Raiders. It's crazy. And you got the Flacco name, or do you got the Manning name? Yeah, Flacco knocked out some big guys. Yeah, he beat. I think he beat Brady in the playoffs twice too. Throwing it deep up top, diving. Oh, he can't make the grab incomplete. So close, yet so far. The Hound, Philip Hound, first target. Almost made a nice diving catch. We've got to see what that flag is, though. Can't let anyone great in? Well, what? Oh, it's all sides on the defense. 5 yards, repeat 3rd down.
What have I done?
Wowzers. Wowzers. Yeah, Flacco. Can't have Flacco in there. You can't. You can't. Can you really put Flacco in there with all those other quarterbacks? Like, really? You can't. Nobody feared Flacco. Nobody said, "Oh, watch out for Flacco." You know, you'd be like, "Oh, let's game plan against this Ravens defense." Pressure and sacked, crushing them. Jeez Louise. Wow, the Fire on the attack. Perry gets smashed down. They weren't great. They were good. Snowman checking in. What's going on? Are you getting ready for tomorrow morning? Back in business for tomorrow morning, Snowman. Snowman in the building. 4th and 19 for the Raiders. Punts it away at the 16-yard line. Boop. And out of bounds. Man, short punt around the 45, I believe. Not a good kick. Not good. Yeah, you got to be great to be in the Hall of Fame. Not good. Snowman, what's your take on Flacco? Hall of Famer or not? Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's another one. Is Flacco a Hall of Famer? Flacco a Hall of Famer? 1 yes and no 2. Let me see what you guys think. 1 is yes, Flacco's a Hall of Famer, and 2 is no, Flacco's not a Hall of Famer. Let's see what you guys got. Should the Colts just start Riley? Hey, why not? I think Riley Leonard's going to start a few games anyway with the injuries. Pressure, Jeffries rolling to the outside. Up top, he's got time. Lets it rip, and out of bounds. Incomplete, as we're just past the halfway mark of the second quarter. Delay says not a Hall of Famer. Snowman, not a Hall of Famer. Vince is going to go drop the 1. There it is. Vince dropping the yes, he's a Hall of Famer. Bundy says no. Man, oh man. If he could, alright, he'll be a Hall of Famer if he could lead the Browns to a Super Bowl this year. Otherwise, done. Carr, shouldn't be any ones. Wow. Well, Vince is from Ohio. He's a big Cleveland guy. Throwing it down low. Next, what about Curtis Painter? Anybody want Curtis Painter in the Hall of Fame? Colts Ring of Honor? Possible, starter for the Colts years ago? Man, oh man. He's going to be in the Ravens Ring of Honor, whatever they want to call it, the Ravens Hall of Fame. That's fine. But not the Football Hall of Fame. What's next? Trent Dilfer. On the run. Jeffries to the outside. Oh, and he gets to the 31. It'll be 4th and uno. Jeffries just short. Nice leg, ankle tackle on the play. If he leads the hopeless Browns to Super Bowl, Flacco deserves Hall of Fame. MVP, Super Bowl, it's right. Yeah, if he can lead these terrible Browns to a Super Bowl, then we can put him in. Was that 2011, Curtis Painter? Wow. Yes, that was the year before they drafted Luck in 2012. So you are correct, Delay. Man, you nailed the year. How about that? Field goal! No good! No good for the Fire. I like it. If Snowman says if Flacco makes the Hall of Fame, then they must correct a big oversight in the one of Roger Craig. Yeah, I was looking at the stats when you were talking about him last week, Snowman. Roger Craig, he had a few good seasons. I just don't think it was consistent enough at that high level. There were so many good running backs in that era. And yes, he was one of the first to get, I think he was the first with 1,000 season. But, he had like 3 really good years and the rest were just, But in an era where it was dominated by running backs, I don't think that he did enough to really shine that high to be in the Hall of Fame. But that at least that's debatable. That is debatable there for Roger Craig. Flacco's not a debate. We can have the back and forth with Roger Craig, as he was just a little bit before my time. But And he was, what, a Super Bowl MVP, I believe? Did he have 2 Super Bowls and 1 Super Bowl MVP? That I don't remember. Craig deserves the Hall of Fame. They let Terrell Davis in. Yeah, Terrell Davis' short career and 2 Super Bowl victories and 1 Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, but Terrell Davis was I feel like, was way more dominant in his years than Craig was in his era. The worst kickers you've ever seen. They're horrible. They're horrible, Hall. And Hassel Vanta gets a few yards. Now the offenses have slowed down here in the second half of the second quarter as it's still 14-13. Raiders on top in good field position at the 48-yard line of the Fire. 5 minutes left. Yeah, Terrell Davis is in. Yep. Like I said, it's debatable. This is why we watch sports, so we have things to talk about like this. Should Andrew Luck be in Hall of Fame? No. Not even close. Throwing it deep over the middle, off the hand. Just a little bit too far there by Perry. Can't complete the pass. It'll be 3rd and 7. What up, Tyson? Do I think T.Y. gets in the Colts Hall of Fame? T.Y. could get into the Ring of Honor, the Colts Hall of Fame, whatever. He could. Definitely not an NFL Hall of Famer. He was one of my favorite Colts for a while. I loved watching him play. He was fun to watch. T.Y. was fun to watch. Show the Rhino some love. That's right. That's right, Snowman. Yeah, this is fun chat to have. Little things like this. T.Y. I hope he gets into the Colts Hall of Fame. And makes the grab at the 40 for a first down. Sullivan coming through, moving the chains. Let's go, Raiders. Drive down the field and extend this 1-point lead. Good stuff there, Carr. Stay strong, my man. Andrew Luck had Hall of Fame talent. He did. But he didn't play long enough. Yeah. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, just like Terrell Davis. But Terrell Davis, 2 Super Bowls. He helped John Elway get 2 Super Bowls. So that's on 2 years, too. He's like Eli Manning, but Terrell Davis dominated. And throws it up top to the 22 and a first down. Like, Terrell Davis was like the best running back in the league for a few years. You know, you can't say that about Flacco. You can't say that about Eli. And he won 2 Super Bowls. You know, Terrell Davis was a workhorse. So, you know, I feel a comparison for Terrell Davis. Stay with me here, Rhino Nation. Terrell Davis, 2 Super Bowls, and he dominated. And then you also have the same thing for a quarterback position of Kurt Warner. I love Kurt Warner. He got that 1 Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. But with injuries, he had a super short career because he started later in life getting started. So he had a few dominant years, and he didn't play long as well. And I would say Terrell Davis had a better career for a running back than Kurt Warner did for a quarterback. So it's pretty crazy. But they were dominant for a short amount of time. So it really depends. But these are the fun debates. T.Y. must be in the Colts Hall of Fame. I got a T.Y. autographed jersey that I have off screen. Love that bad boy. Got that from I think it was my sister, probably close to 10 years ago for a Christmas present. Pretty awesome. Get that sugar out of the diets. Already eliminated fast food. Good stuff. Andrew Luck, Hall of Fame talent, and he's the Tin Man. He doesn't have a heart. Up top. And hits his man to the 15. No! They're saying incomplete down the sideline. Can't get it inbounds. Going to Philip Hahn again. Incomplete. Yeah, Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame. Yep. 2017. I do have one of his, since I'm here in Colorado, I saw last year the Funko Pop. So I bought that for, it was like $10 or whatever it was. So I added that to my Funko Pops. Because I was like, oh, what the heck? Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. All right, here we go at the 21. Hands it off up the middle. Working his way to the 15 to the 12. 8 yards on the run by Bovell for the Raiders. Terrell Davis. Watch out for that guy. But man, oh man. Roger Craig, he could get in the future. He could get in. Sort of like a Sterling Sharp situation. Because Sterling Sharp dominated for a few years as well in a short career. And runs it up the middle. 3 yards and a first down. Yeah, buddy. The Raiders trying to get that touchdown. Wiseauer on the carry. Yeah, but Sharp was what? All-Pro 2 times? What, how many Pro Bowls and how many All-Pros did Roger Craig have? I remember looking that up a few weeks ago. I don't remember offhand. As we're at the 2-minute warning. Chris Johnson, Jamal Charles, Ricky Williams. Terrell doesn't deserve the Hall of Fame. Yes, I see your point, but the only thing is he dominated. Didn't he lead the league in rushing once or twice and had a lot of touchdowns? But the 2 Super Bowls. So being a dominant running back and then also being on a dominant team and helping those teams win the Super Bowl just pushes you into the Hall of Fame status. That's the difference. Jamal Charles, Ricky Williams, and these other guys, Jamal Anderson, almost had a Super Bowl, but like that they didn't put their team into that level. That's the slight difference. Yeah, so Roger Craig was the first one to really do it. But just because he's the first, does that mean he's Hall of Fame bound? I mean, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk did it better. But yes, he was ahead of his time with the 1,000 club. Because it was mostly on the ground and pounding the rock. And, yeah. I mean, Marcus Allen's in there. I feel like Roger Craig is like a poor man's Marcus Allen. Like, you got Marcus Allen, and then you got Roger Craig. But that would be a fun thing to stream is we like rank all the Hall of Famers. So we can rank all the quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame and then rank all the running backs in the Hall of Fame from like best to worst. And then, tight ends. I wouldn't be able to do all the offensive linemen and rank them all. Or defensive linemen. Well, I mean, some of the positions would be a little bit hard to do, but like the main ones, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, maybe even some cornerbacks, safeties, kickers. We could even do kickers and rate the Hall of Famers and see how everybody is. There's so little 1,000-yard receiving backs in NFL history. True. That's a good point. That's a good one. How many 1,000-yard receivers? What do you got? Marcus Allen, 1,000-yard running backs. Craig, Allen, Tomlinson, McCaffrey, Falk. It's 5. Did Charles get there? Jamal Charles? I don't know if he had 1,000. He might have been close. Eckler, did he get a 1,000-yard season? Was there 7? 6 or 7? Can't think of any others. Throws it up top, incompletes. Trying to get it to Rabensteiner. Eckler, I think, had one. Is it 7? How many running backs have a 1,000-yard receiving season? Not counting multiple years. How many different players did it? I guess it would also be good to know how many times they did it, because then it might be a couple more. Or a few more. 7 different running backs? Oh, Marcus Allen did 700 plus yards, so he didn't have 1,000? I thought Allen might have had a 1,000-yarder. He didn't, huh? 758 was his best year. Oh, so Allen's not up there, so we got to take one away. Yeah, Tomlinson, Falk, Craig. Eckler didn't have one, and McCaffrey did. Eckler or McCaffrey? Maybe up to 5 then? It's not 6 or 7? So Charles didn't get there. Who else in recent years? All right, timeout for the Raiders. It's still 14-13. 1:57 on the clock here in the first half. We got an hour and a half until the NFL preseason game between the Dolphins and the Bears. At the 9-yard line, second and goal. Under center, Perry, play action fake. Throwing it up top. It's his man at the 7, tackled right away. Well, gobbled up right away. So it should be about 2 yards. They only give him a yard. Interesting. I don't like that. But all right, it'll be third and goal. You Googled it. 3, Craig Falk and CMC. Tomlinson didn't break 1,000? No Tomlinson. So Eckler and Tomlinson didn't make it. Okay. What about Jerome Bettis? Did Jerome Bettis make it? How close to 1,000 was Jerome Bettis? Runs it up top and stuffed. It'll be fourth and goal for the Raiders. All right, let's see if they can go up by 4 with a field goal. But there's a flag on the play. Interesting. Marcus Allen, only 758. Could have sworn he had 1,000. Yeah, I must be misremembering him with Craig. Tomlinson's highest is only 725. The bus didn't catch? Oh, man. Penalty against the Raiders. Thought they would decline it, but maybe it was after the play. Back them up. Bettis said 293. That's a lot. I would have figured a lot less than that, Bundy. That's pretty funny. I would have assumed that he didn't crack 200. The bus. 290. Is that career yards? Or is that in a single season? Oh, the bus. He's a Hall of Famer. Snap, hold. Oh, he shanks it. That's going to be wide. Wait, that's good? What? What? That went way left, but I guess it hooked in and went just way... Wow. Okay, so apparently that one's good. Jeez. All right, I'll take their word for it. They're the ones on the field. They're the ones close. 293 was his best year. Man. Man, oh man. Yeah, that's... And what year was that? That's my guess is that's probably early. 95? 96? He was a rookie in 93. Did he do that for the Rams? You know, Rams back in the day before the Steelers? That didn't look good at all, right? I guess it was just the angle and the view that we had. That didn't look, that did not look good. And kicks in the end zone, bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We got 59 seconds left in the first half. At least you get to watch this game, and this one's actually a close one between two evenly placed teams, so you get a good one. Some of these other ones are insane. The kicker, who's worse, the kickers or the broadcasters? I don't even listen to the broadcasters. but I just know the kickers are bad. Kickers are horrible, horrible, horrible. And the long snappers are trash as well. They're garbage. Long snappers, kickers, it's bad news. The punters are just slightly better. And it's not saying much. Jeffries rolling around, sits in the pocket, going back and forth and running, rolls to the right, avoiding pressure, drops it out of bounds, and completes. Ooh, he was able to maneuver all around the pocket like crazy and almost completes the pass. But it's incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10. Pretty intense. He did it for the Rams in his 2nd year, so 94. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's when he was super quick. That's when he was a little short bus, weaving in and out. And then after another year or two, he turned into the big bus and couldn't even make wide turns. Throws over the middle, first down to the 50, 45-40, and juking 35-30, stiff arm 25-20, all the way to the 17-yard line. Quofi is so good. What a play, what a catch, what a run. 38 seconds on the clock, and the Fire might be able to get in the end zone before halftime. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, Craig was the first all-purpose style running back. Man, Tomlinson didn't get there. What was Eckler's most amount of receiving yards? My guess is it's top 700 too. If Tomlinson was only in the 700s. Thought Eckler might have been 1,000 guy. And runs it all the way down to the 14-yard line. Under 30 to play. After 3 yards on that one. He ate too much McDonald's after a few years into his career. And all that ketchup on those McDonald's hamburgers. And lots of French fries. Ketchup everything is the Bundy way of life. Ketchup everything. Two injured for the Eckler. 700-ish. Man, I'm shocked. Tomlinson didn't get one. Only 700 and something. So he is right under there. 993. All right. Man, closer than Tomlinson. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. At the 14, highway to the danger zone. Danger zone. Going to the end zone. Overthrown. Incomplete. Hit as he throws it. That takes off 4 seconds on the clock. Catch up. For the win. For the win. What's going on, Bundy? You getting ready for the NFL? You watching some preseason games? We got 2 preseason games after this. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. Jeffries. Slant over the middle. Boom, he makes the grab. He's got it. Oh, baby, he's got it. Woo! Quofi is your man, and the Rhein is on fire. And they take the lead here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Quofi, Quofi, Quofi. I'm your Quofi. Your desire. Ridiculous. Extra point coming. 20-17. Fire up by 3. The Flames in the chat. Bundy quit watching around week 7 last year. Time to get back in it, man. Time to get back in it, Cameron. Giants fan. Fire, fire, fire. The car. We need you back in there. This is week 1 of preseason. There were so many games yesterday, and I'm covering the 2 today. Sub it up and smash that like button. Like it, like it, like it. Man, oh man. Quofi, 7 from 111, 2 touchdowns. This guy's insane. He is insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Thanks for the sub. 87 away from 3K. Appreciate it, people. 87 away from 3K. And what is it? Ed McCaffrey amounts? Eugene Lewis amounts? Jordy Nelson amounts? Devontae Adams amounts? Wasn't he 87 for a little while or no? Am I just crazy? Which I am crazy. He's got a different number now. I thought he was 87 for a little while. Oh. I don't know. I can't remember. What's up, bot? What's going on the vertical side? What do I think of the Vikings quarterback? He did decent in your opinion. I only saw his stats. I didn't get a chance to watch J.J. McCarthy, but I believe his stats were, what, 4 for 7 for 30 yards? But didn't get to see him. And gobbled up and sacked at the 13-yard line. And that should take us to halftime. 20-17, Fire on top. Boom! So we are at halftime, people. Fire with the leads. As we're halfway done with this game. And we're going to be hopping right into the Dolphins and Bears after this. The preseason game for the NFL. So in a little while, in an hour and 20 minutes, we'll hop to preseason. Roughly. Hopefully we don't have to miss the ending of this game. But we shall see. The Galaxy beat the Lions 28-21. The Storm crushed the Sea Devils 40-7. The Ravens came back and beat the Bravos 30-27 in a back-and-forth game. Musketeers crushed the Mercenaries 77-0. And plenty of other crazy scores this weekend. The Surge beat the Centurions 44-3. And Throners beat the Thunder 34-31. The Vikings beat the Panthers 50-36. Insane weekend, and this is the last one on this lovely Sunday morning. Sunday morning. It is still Sunday morning. 9:41 Rhino time, 11:41 on the East Coast. Making breakfast. I'm going to go put my coffee mug away. Caleb was looking like a bust. Media is making you have doubts about him. Didn't he? I think he did all right last year. I think he had 20 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. He holds on to the ball too long, which is what's going to be the problem for Shedeur Sanders. But he played better in the second half of the season, Caleb. So that's 20-4 is pretty good for a rookie season. And I mean, of course, watching the Colts the last few years, that's pretty darn sweet. But yeah, it takes a while to process and read a lot faster in the NFL. That's what you got to do. You got to kick it up. Kick it up a notch. Kick it up a whole bunch. All right. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Let me just go stretch it out real quick. And 2-minute break. Check out my socials. Check out the Discord. Affiliate links in there as well. Be back in a few. Be back in a few. Alright. Stretch it out, people. Stretch it out. There is the Rhino up and good. That one side messed up. Restream messed up. Let me refresh that while we have some time. Did I see Caleb miss the net 4 times in a row? No. I did not see that. Missed the net 4 times in a row. KFC equals a win. You can have some KFC. I haven't had KFC in a while. Haven't I? Let me see how close KFC is to me. Let me see. I feel like it was like 19 minutes last time I checked. They're not super close. Oh, man. 5.3 miles away. One is 19 minutes away. Let's see the other one. The other's 14 minutes away. That's a closer one. That one is closer. 14 minutes. Okay. All right. Let me refresh this. I'm going to fix the screen in a second. The net missing video. Because the net is huge. What was this? What was he doing? All right, I'll be back in. I'm going to refresh this. So it's going to freeze and I'm going to have to reset up the screen. But I will still be here. Because I need to see the chat from the restream and it's not showing up. Just keep waiting. There we go. All right, let's pop that back up there. The Caleb Williams. There we go. There we are, we're back. And hopefully the chat is working. Hopefully it is. We'll find out in the next message. Hopefully the chat's better now. Once somebody posts something. Let's see. No, it's still not working. Restream messed up. I refreshed and it's still messed up. It's working on the other side. What up, Dan Studio? What's going on? Jackson Dart looked great. He is the guy. Russell Wilson, not the guy. Well, no, I just typed it over there, but it's not showing up on Restream. And your message is, yeah, it's not coming up on the other end. Oh, that's so annoying. I refreshed it too. Silly little Restream, whatever. So I can't see it on that side anymore. Oh well. Oh wells. All right. I'll have to check that net missing thingamabob out later. We had about 100 views on the horizontal side. 150 on the vertical. Let's see who's out there in the real world. In the real fantasy world streaming. Not only a couple people. Baseball will be starting soon. But not many people are streaming right now. Nobody. Nothing. Alright. Are you taking a break from video games there, Bundy? Taking a break from all that is video games. I gotta set up my green side. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do it for the second game. So maybe I'll do it at halftime of the Bears and the Dolphins. For the green side for the Chargers and the Saints. That's what I'll do. because I'm able to miss the very beginning of the Dolphins and the Bears due to this game going long. And if it's close, we got to hang with this, and we can't just axe this game, or could we? We shall see. We shall see. All right, 87 subscribers away from 3K. You're gaming right now, so you're gaming and chatting. What are the top 2 games that you play there, Bundy? I'm sure you have one main one, but gaming has taken over. I remember you were tearing up football for a while, and then last year you were like, nope, I'm out. Full-time gamer. Just non-stop gaming. You're like, you would go into my class and hang out with Cameron, and then you'd be just playing video games. And you were able to still pass, but Cameron, he failed. He failed out. He tried to copy off of you, but you wouldn't let him. You were like, no, do it yourself. Get out of here. Anyways, did he say we're out there in Dumbledore? Düsseldorf? Somewhere out there. Somewhere out there in Germany. Top War. Cole, oh, you missed Call of Duty there, Cole? I thought you were calling it a lady. Oh, it's Miss Call of Duty. Miss COD. You will have to be back again. One more year. One more time. Alright, an hour and 5 minutes. Until the Bears and the Dolphins. Alright, second half time. Let's go. They do have some cool little logos on the field, on the screen. That's like the best technology that they have. Apart from that, not good. Not good. Alright, 20-17, final on top by a lowly 3 points. But I thought the Raiders were going to be ahead at halftime. Oh, he's still addicted. Top War, Call of Duty, Super Mario Brothers 3, Final Fantasy 7, and Pitfall. He can't get enough. He just can't get enough. And he's thinking about playing Ghosts and Goblins and Ghosts and Goblins 2, but he's got to finish Battletoads and Ninja Turtles 1. So once he beats Battletoads and Ninja Turtles 1, then he's going to get to Ghosts and Goblins. And if you beat those 3 games, well, then you won at life. Because I would say there's probably less than the amount of people that you can count on one hand who have beaten Ninja Turtles, Ghosts and Goblins, and Battletoads that are alive at this time. Less than one hand that could beat those 3 games. Oh, man. You give somebody a month to beat Turtles, Ninja Turtles 1, not many people are able to do it. And then give them a month to just play Ghosts and Goblins, and not even beat it twice all the way through. Just once all the way through. Not even beat the actual game because you got to go through it twice. It's just sick. It's sick. And Battletoads, man, I would get to, I forget how many levels. It was like level 7 or something, and it was just getting so insane. Man. Anyways, those games are crazy. And then throw in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Go ahead. Beat that one. Beat Mike Tyson. Go ahead. Throwing it down low. Fire with the ball to 220. Gets about 7 yards on that reception. Kofi coming through. Kofi. All right. We add another 7 to his 111. This guy's a beast. All right, Jeffries, what do you got? See if you can extend this lead and wipe out the Raiders. In the shotgun, in the pistol, fakes the handoff, swings it down low. And Kofi again, breaking a tackle out to the 43. Another 13 yards for the Kofi. Jeez Louise. Maddox on the stop. Kofi. This guy's unstoppable. Unstoppable force. But luckily the Raiders are not an immovable object, so we can't get an answer to that question. That's another one. We'll be like, which one wins? Which side are you on? The unstoppable force or the immovable object? Which one are you on? Whose side? Popeye or Brutus? Wimpy or Olive Oil? That's another one. You can pick those 4 people, but who's your favorite? Throwing up top, incomplete. Oh, they call a holding? It says second 21 on there. Did they bring him back? I didn't hear anything. Unless they're just ridiculous and they don't know how to run that. Yep, they don't. It's second and 10. I was like, what happened? Thought I missed something. I didn't. Uh-oh. He's back to playing games. Oh, he's playing games. He's most definitely playing games. Smashing free subs. Awesome stuff, Carr. Throwing it up top. Ooh, knocked away. Almost intercepted. Able to get a hand up there. And incomplete going to Kofi. Smash them free subs. Like it up. How many likes we got on this stream? Let me see. I'll check the vertical side. And we have 17 likes on the vertical front. Popeye, Carr is a Popeye guy. I think Popeye would probably win. Throwing it over the middle to the 40-35. Gone! See ya! Thanks for coming out all the way to the house. Touchdown fire! Unbelievable. Flames in the chat, people. Just an intermediate post and just catches it and outruns everybody. See you later. The Lorks coming through. Yannick Lorks to the house. (26-7) Fire. Taking the 2-score lead. Trying to go up by 10 with the extra point is good. 27-17. Thank you, moderators. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best around. Touchdown time. This is where the Fire run away with it. This is where they just keep scoring, keep stuffing Raiders, and we'll be able to get to the Dolphins and the Bears on time in about an hour. And try to build up the preseason crowd. Try to build that up a little bit. Little by little. The Rhein Fire. Yeah, 4 touchdowns and 5 drives. The Raiders started strong with 2 touchdowns in their first 2 drives, but slowed down since. All right, kickoff opportunity from the 5, right to left for the Raiders. Out to the 25, juking to the 30. Kofi on the return. Is that Kofi? No, Sullivan. Was it Kofi? They said Kofi like he was on the return. I was like, what? Yeah, he's not even on the right team. What's the matter with you, guy? Getting Kofi in my head. Sullivan, of course. That guy's best receiver for the Raiders. All right, let's get a pick 6. Crush them. The Fire just flex their muscles for the win, for the dub. So we can have no problem getting up out of here in 55 minutes. Because this game is not going to end before preseason, but we're doing it anyway. Runs in for about 4 to the 34-yard line. The Hasselwanta. You had 4 touchdowns in a single game. It's true. That is the Bundy. The field is almost covered with the shade. Finally. Finally, it happened to me right in front of my face. And I just cannot hide it. Here we go. 2nd and 6 there. Yep, it is mostly covered with the shade. Play your fake. Perry going up top. And overthrown and incomplete. 3rd and 6 coming up. All right, Perry is coming back down to earth after his awesome starts. Going up top to Sullivan. Nothing. Bundy, you're out there in the West Coast, right? Do you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, perhaps, so we can talk football? 4 o'clock California time? So we can chat, me, you. Mano e mano. Rhino e Bundy. Going up top, and... Did he grab that? There's a flag. Did he catch that? I couldn't see. I was blinded by the light. Was that the Potsdamer? Oh, it was a false start. They blew it dead. False start. Still 3rd down. Couldn't tell if you caught that. Sometimes. How about sometimes on Monday and Thursday mornings? Third and 11 for the Raiders. Just get some hash browns and some ketchup. Football fam and football fans, what's going on? Cup of Comics. Throws it up top, hits his man, and breaking a tackle close to the sticks. I think he's going to be just short of a 1st down. It'll be 4th and inches for the Raiders. Going to head over to the other side, the other stream. You're on the vertical front. Cup of Comics in the building. Don't worry, it's slow on both sides there, Will. It is the European League of Football. But, Will, I am covering... I will wait for him to show up because he's hiding in the shadows, switching on over. I'm covering both of the preseason games today. Dolphins, Bears, Chargers, Saints. Coming up in a little while. 4th and 1, going for it. Perry hands it off, going down low, trying to get to the outside, and does turn the corner to the 45. 5 yards on the run. Bovell coming through, getting the 1st down. Bang. Ketchup and hash browns are delicious. Oh, he did catch that one before? Yeah, but it was a false start. Couldn't tell if he caught that one. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Runs to the middle for a 2 spot to the 46. Not much there. Bovell on the carry. Dak, 2 wins in a decade, Cats. It's true. 2 wins in a decade. Pop quiz, hotshot. When was Dak Prescott's rookie year? I feel like nobody talked about him as a rookie. I don't even remember what year he was in. Is he 2014? What year was Dak Prescott's rookie year? I don't even know where he went to college. I feel like he wasn't such a big name coming out of college. Football fans, maybe Will knows. I don't want to look it up. Will, Dak Prescott, rookie year, go. I don't even know his college. Texas Tech. I don't know. college and draft year. And or round and or pick. 2015? For some reason, 2014 is coming to mind, but I don't know. This is his 10th year, so he was a rookie in 2015? Yeah, I was thinking 14. All right, 2015. It's not Texas Tech. Where? TCU? TCU? On the run, Perry runs for a first down to the 45-yard line of the Fire. Bam. 4th round? I would guess 4th round if I had to guess, but I don't know. They're going Spice Girls with the music. So 4th round, 2015, 4th round from... I don't know why I got the T's in my head. I'm thinking Texas Tech or TCU. I have no clue where Dak Prescott went to school. It could be Purdue for all I know. It's not Purdue. Running it out some and gets about 3. That's what I just said. Stop copying me. Stop copying me. 10th year. Wiseauer on the run. So the Raiders on the attack at the 42-yard line. Who knows where Dak Prescott went to college? I don't know. I don't want to look it up. I am live, 47. We are covering the European League of Football. Raiders and the Fire. We got the 2 NFL preseason games next. Back to back. Oh, it was the 4th round. 2016 was his first year. But he was drafted in 2015. Throws it up top and loses 4 on the catch here by Wiseauer. Yeah, I am not Mr. Dak Prescott. 3rd and 11 for Perry and the Raiders. Mississippi State. Okay, it wasn't even close. Mississippi State, 4th round. Yeah, he wasn't highly touted, I guess. 4th round by the Cowboys. But then didn't they get Tony Romo? Wasn't he undrafted, Tony Romo? So the Cowboys find some decent talent later in the draft, apparently, and they blow this one dead. So they got Dak in the 4th. I think Romo was undrafted. They had the trade for Bledsoe. He didn't last long. What other quarterbacks did they take? I was a delay a game on Perry. What was it? Quincy Carter? How about Quincy Carter? They got Ryan Leaf a few years after the Chargers. Man. Trey Lance. I should have stopped at Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. My bad. Dropping back to pass. Oh, juking, cutting, and breaks into the tackle with the quickness and throws it deep and out of bounds. Incomplete. Escapes the danger. Tosses it to the sideline. Not many quarterbacks can do that with the quickness. But they can throw a lot better than Perry. Just can't run nowhere near as good as him. 27 on the like for runs. As it's 27-17. Oh, there I got 17 likes on the vertical. So horizontal to vertical is our score. 27-17. And our likes. Punts it away from the 39. Foomp. And angling it, bouncy, the 21 to the 16. Scoops it up. Not much sun on the field left. And it gets past the 20 to the 22. Kalabuchi on the stop. Williams on the return. Number 2 for the Fire. I want fire. Omari to the Williams. All right. Let's keep cruising, people. Lots of football to be had today. Lots and lots of football. Jeffries out there for the Fire. As they go left to right at the 21-yard line, but he's got the ball at the 20. Interesting. They moved it back. All right, so the pistol hands it off up the middle and works his way to the 26. 27. 6 yards on the carry. Alexander on the run. TJ to the Alexander. Well. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, join the Rhino Nation, listen to the mods. They're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down, you're the best around. And fakes the handoff and then throws it down to him in the flat, juking first down to the 35, to the 37. Alexander on the play. First down. Halfway through the third quarter. Fire up by 10, trying to extend that lead. Probably going to happen. So if the Fire just take off with this one, halfway through the fourth, we can go and cut it to the preseason game. If all goes well. If the Raiders go and Raider and the Fire go and Fire. Live, and live. Here we go at the 37. Pistol formation. Hands it off again. Up the middle. Finds the hole. Cutting, slicing, dicing. 11 yards on the run to the 48. Another one. Another first down. Alexander looking good here in the third. Looking good, Mr. Carter. My only wardrobe change is to change the hat for the next game. Take away the European League of Football. Drop on the NFL. Pop on the NFL. What up, Speedy? Move those chains. Gotta move those chains. Guess you're going for the Fire there, Speedy. In the pistol. Player fake going deep down the sideline. Back shoulder hits him at the 30. And taken out of bounds at the 26. Well done. Got him. Schmidt with the play. Go, Schmitty, go. Tomorrow's your first day of school, Speedy? I started last week. So I already had 1 week of teaching, and we start up again tomorrow. Kids come back on Thursday. There's a soft start on Wednesday for the 9th graders for a couple hours, and then Thursday is the day for everybody back in action. Stepping up in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Overthrows him. Should have been a touchdown to Quofi. In the soft zone up top. He's usually down on the bottom of the screen on the other side of the field. And they left him open. And Jeffries with a bad pass. Can't hit Quofi. I think Quofi slowed down a little. Maybe that's why. And too deep, too far. 7th grade, Speedy. Nice. I taught 7th grade for a few years. 3 years. And now it's 3 years in high school. Bundy's already in trouble for skipping classes. That'll happen. That is the Bundy way. Throwing it down low and incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Fire. Schmidt on the dropper. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wah, 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 wah. Skipping classes. I'm landing on my feet. And that's what they don't see. That song is so catchy. It's a catchy song. That's got to be your best hit, right? Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. Shake It Off. That's definitely the most poppy and boppy, and yeah, all in your face. Taylor Swift all in your face. What's going on, Will? What are you doing on this Sunday? Sunday. Football Sunday. Non-stop football Sunday. Third and 10 with the Fire. Go and throw it to Kofi. He will do the work. Kofi or Scotty. One of the two. Motion up top is Lorks. Goes over the middle. Deep slant. Intermediate slant, rather. Kofi. Not only did he get the first down, into the end zone. Kofi again. Touchdown. Kofi, this guy's too good. He's too good. Bang! Fire! Striking again. Pope hasn't done anything. He's done Zippo. All Kofi all the time. 33-17. The Fire. Flames in the chat, people. Extra point is good. 34-17. The Flames. Flame it up. Relaxing for a little bit. Then working out, and then some more relaxing. Snacks, food, beers, gym, laundry, tanning, more food, and relaxing. With drinks, poolside, while working out, eating some wings. Honestly, all the quarterbacks are looking good. Jeffries, top notch. Jadrian Clark, Russell Tabor, and who's on the Bravos? Who's their quarterback? Reed Sinnett. Those are the top 4 quarterbacks in the league, and all 4 of them going to be in the playoffs. Any one of them can take home the whole shebang this year. Gym, tan, laundry. Of course you watch that. You probably watch reality TV while playing video games, Bundy. I know you did. Sounds like a day in Vegas. Pretty much there, Will. Pretty much. We gotta go back, Will. We gotta go back. On that note, let me check my schedule. When is the first little mini break? October 9th. It's during football season. I'd rather do February. February break is amazing because there's not much on. The February little mini break for Vegas would be 10, 11, the 12th. February 12th. To the 16th. Lock it in there, Will. February 12th to the 16th, Vegas trip. Back in 15 minutes. Catch you soon there, Speedy. February 12th to the 16th. Do. That is bad news there, Bundy. Bad news. Love the challenge, Survivor, Big Brother. What in the world is going on? Jeffries dominating the Raiders. Yeah, so they're doubling the score, 34-17. Nice return. And close to the 36-yard line. Nice there by Sullivan. The Premium has shown up. Welcome in, Premium. We're almost 2 games deep of our 4-game schedule for the day in back-to-back fashion. All right, Raiders at their own 36, going right to left. Perry back out there in the shotgun. Running back to his right. 5.5 left in the third. Hands it over the middle. Get that clock moving and carousing. Gets about 3 to the 39. Hasselvanta. Let's get a pick 6 and end this game. Crush the Raiders. Get him a body bag. Yeah. Maybe not that far. But so that we don't have anything to worry about or feel bad about in the fourth quarter when we start up the NFL preseason game. Non-stop grind there, Premium. Non-stop. Got to keep grinding, working hard, and trying to build up the Rhino Nation, the Rhino family. 2nd and 7. Perry looking, throwing it up top, and makes grab for a first down to the 49 and out of bounds. Shabble. I have a hard time saying this game because it's B-E-R-L. Shabble. 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 I don't know if they pronounce the R so much. Shabble. Shabble. The tight end. Shabble. First tight end target of the day. No Mossinger and no Weber. It's Shabble. Anyways, 1st and 10. Hands it off. Hasselvant's going up top for a twofer and out of bounds. What is that? You're talking about horses? That sounds like some good horse names. George loved me long time around the edge. George loved me a long time taking the inside. A little bit behind. I can't do what those racing guys do. That's just crazy. Crazy. Oh no, and here comes runs with scissors. Anyways, who knows what those horse names are. Throwing it deep, trying to drop it in there, over the head, not the shoulder, incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. You can't go wrong with naming a horse runs with scissors. Wasn't there was something stupid from Boy Meets World. There was like this one kid that was wearing like these fluffy sweaters or something. And they nicknamed him Dances with Sweaters. It's so terrible, so bad, but I remember it, and it's hilariously awful. Throwing over the middle on the button hook, gets the first down to the 42, right at the sticks. Escobar coming through for a first down. I try my best there, Premium. I try my best. Go, Colts, go! What's going on? King. There can be only one king. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's Highlander. My bad. There can be more than one king. Just, it's frowned upon in this establishment. All right, from the 40 deuce, driving. Here comes the Raiders. Do I want to go into horse racing? I do not. No chance. Plenty of time in the pocket. Wants to throw it deep and doesn't. And gets dragged down and shellacked back. Boom! The fire coming through. Dumars. Not Joe Dumars. Mike got a face mask there. Kind of looked like he grabbed the face mask like around the chin. The chinny chin. There's an injury right now. Don't know what that is, but we got 2:47 left in the third. 34-17. Fire on top. And Are they giving them roughing the passer for a first down? Dumont. They tossing him out of there? What happened? Tell us what happened. Tell us what happened. They're not telling us. They don't want us to know. But Perry and the Raiders offense still out there, and it says 1st and 10. So, yeah, it must have been a face mask, but did not hear what they said. So they have it at their own 49, 1st and 10 Raiders. Interesting. I think he ripped the face mask. And throwing it up top, bang, past the 50. Doesn't take him down. He had plenty of time to hit him. It doesn't do a good job. Bounces off of him and gets all the way for 10 yards and a first down for Reader. Reader coming through. You got to go and just wrap him up and take him down. You had a free hit. He went and gave him one of those instead of the wrap around. And should have been 5 yards. Bad tackling. Breaks through. Gets first down. Your grandma's a Bears fan, so you're going to watch the game with her and listen to the live. Nice, nice, nice. Got to hang out with the grandma. The Bears. The Bears. Hopefully it's a good preseason game. Hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully grandma approves. Another chop down but doesn't wrap him up. Should have been 5 and gets an extra 3 because they're not tackling properly. Wrap him up. Wrap him up. Sullivan on the catch. So is this 4th and 2? As they're at the 37. So they're at the 37-yard line. There can be only one king. So it's 4th and 4. At the 36. Let's go. Perry, slant over the middle, breaks the tackle, gets a first down to the 31. Needed 4, gets 5, moves the chain. Sullivan doing work. Doing work. If I could be an animal, what animal would I be? A pigeon. Pigeon is incorrect. Please try again. Besides a rhino, obviously. And runs it up the middle for about 3. Why not a big giant hippopotamus and just eat all day? Because who doesn't just want to eat all the time? Sounds amazing. Animal? 3 and 2 and 1 and done with the third quarter. 34-17. Rhein Fire still on top. 2nd and 6. They're switching sides. Taking a little break. You hit the like button. You hit the subscribe button. Join the Rhino Nation. We got Bears Dolphins next. Chargers Saints in a little while. 4 streams yesterday. 4 streams today. Non-stop football. We cover the UFL, CFL, ELF, college football, and the NFL. All primetime games. All overseas games. All Colts games. And the best game before or after the Colts on Sunday. This is what we do. Football till February. Eagle, good choice. Can it be a phoenix? Can I be a flaming eagle phoenix? I would not be any of the... I'm not a reptile guy. An orca. Nom, nom, nom. What about a seal? Nom, nom, nom. Floppy seal. Penguins. I don't know. I would definitely want to be something higher on the food chain. That's all I know. Higher up on the predator list, not the prey. Don't want to be any reptiles or insect type creatures. I'd probably want to stay out of water. Don't like the water. I mean, I guess I would like water if my body liked water. But, yeah. Because Dolphins, you know, those guys got to be a little fun. Penguin would be cool. A panther for the Giants fan. A panther. All right, we got about 25 minutes until preseason football. What up, Manson? Time to abandon the run for the Raiders. It's true. Anything not prepared for food, like a lobster. Lobster's out the window. I like the little video where it's like, sometimes you should just stay put in life. And then the lobster's in like this little tank, and he's trying to get out of the tank, and then he goes and slides into the pot of boiling water. It's like, stay put. Sometimes it's good not to move forward because you slide into the pot. Overthrown, and it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. An epic bird. A magpie. Those are like the smartest birds. What about a magpie? A thieving magpie, which is a Magic the Gathering card. The Phoenix. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Throwing it down low to the outside to the 25-20. Should be enough for a first down. Hasselvanta. They're saying it's close. It looked like he had enough to me. One of my lines is, how does it go? It's like, in the world where everybody wants to cook, you want to make sure you're the pot of boiling water and not the lobster. That's what you want to be when you're cooking. You want to be the pot of boiling water, not the lobster. Timeout for the Raiders. Was not ready. Just don't eat a mud pie. Ugh. That is not good for business. A mud pie. Mud pie. I'm not even a big pie fan. I'm more of a cake fan than pie. Yeah. But the problem with eating pie is it takes forever. Well, it takes forever when you're eating pie. Because pie goes on forever. 3.14159. Never mind. It was a good one. It was a good one. Did you hear about James Cook contract story? No. And throws it up top and hits his man for a touchdown. The Raiders got it. Chaburl, the tight end, with a touchdown. Oh, baby. That is how you start the fourth quarter. Boom. I heard something a couple weeks ago, but then I went on with my life. I totally forgot about it. Cake is better than pie. 3.15. 3.14. Still in zombie rhino mode. What's going on with James Cook? Extra points. Got him. It's back down to a 10-point lead by the Fire. 34-24. Some pie is better than cake. But that was a quick strike for the Raiders. Touchdown time to the Marcus Chaburl. Kyron Williams, who is better, and in most people's opinions, he's good. Signed for $11 million. Oh, I missed the first message. James Cook is holding out and demanding 15, and Kylo Ren Williams asking for 11. Yeah, those running backs, man, they want that extra few million. And look what happened to Barkley. So, yeah, in that 11 to 14 range. Yeah, they want that money because their careers are usually shorter, too. Got to make that money early. Cake over pie, indeed. Bundy is back. What up, Stark Bacon Vanilla? Make sure you guys check out Stark Bacon Vanilla on the gram for all your tasty desserts and recipes and lots of things to eat. It's that same great taste with 0 of the calories when you look at all those pictures. The pick is over 66.5. What do we got? 58. Uh-oh. You need more than a touchdown. You made the first half. Okay. All right. Need a lot more scoring. Need a bunch more scoring there, Manson. Uh-oh. I'm getting hungry. Getting hungry again. We'll have to make more food soon. But we got 20 minutes of the next game. Hopefully the Fire score a touchdown because I want to get to the preseason on time. Probably have to chop this one early for the preseason. We do have 14 people in here, but we'll probably get more for the preseason. Cook holding out for 15. Kyron signs for 11. Cook has no leverage. Touchback on the kickoff. And he looks greedy. You like green tea? You got used to the taste. I'm not a green tea guy. Not much of a green tea guy. Good luck there, Manson. You need more and more points. It's 58 right now. As we're 1 minute into the fourth. I think I finally found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Anybody remember that song? Yeah, me neither. Alright, from the 30, here we go. In the pistol. Jump back in coverage, hands it off in the middle, wrapped up, and down he goes. Barely gets back to the line. Probably loses a foot. And that was Scotty on the run. Scotty. Jonathan Scott. For nothing. If I make it big on here, yeah. It is quite the grind, my man. Quite the grind. On the run, Jeffries for about 7. It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. If I make it big on here. We are a long ways away. Long ways away. We're only coming up to 3,000 subscribers. I think only at 60,000 it might be amount of money where it's possible to think about retirement from teaching, but that would be like a minimum of like 4.5 more years at least if things go up and up big time. But otherwise that is super far away. But if we can get some exponential growth, 4.5 years would probably be the earliest to be able to hit 60,000. And that is so far away from making good money on YouTube. Making a little bit of money on YouTube, 4.5 years away. The grind is like insane. Food. We talk about football, food, and movies. Maybe some shows. A little bit of TV shows. Small bit of video games. I've been out of the video game loop for a while. 3rd and 10 for the Fire. I'm backing them up. All right. That is what we do. Throws it up top. It's his man down the sideline. Oh, should be enough for a first down. Schultz on the catch. Oh, I keep calling him Schmitty. It's Schultz. I thought his name was Schmidt for so long. It's been weeks now. I was calling him Schmidt. I guess I just like the name Schmidt better than Schultz. My bad. Schultz. I've been calling you that for weeks on top of weeks. Change your name to Schmidt. You're a Schmitty. All right, from the 46, here we go. Hands it off up the middle and grinds for 2. Not much there. 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Doing it well. Where's Starkey? Starkey hasn't been around in a while. Where is he? What happened to Starkey? I remember him in the beginning of the year. They don't have the little Starkey because, Stark. $15 minutes till the preseason game. I don't want to cut this short, but we're going to have to. And swings it down low into the flats and gets close to a first down. Gets 7. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 45-yard line. Pope trying to get into the action. Number 83. So 3rd and 1 or a short 2 coming up for the Fire. If the Fire go and drive down, score a touchdown, I'll feel happier about this. I don't want to abandon the game. Especially if it's going to be close. But the Fire's got to spread it on. And flag on the play. False start. So 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and 6. Bring them back. Your predictions on the games. People like winning predictions and like the insights. You got a big following on Instagram? Around 10,000 or so. Wow. On the Instagram. What do you do on Instagram? I want to build up my social media. I need to start posting on Instagram and X. But, yeah. Defense offsides. 3rd and 7. Going up top. And only gets 4. It'll be 4th and 3. At the 46-yard line. The Fire's probably going to go for it. And that was Schultz on the catch. Schultz. No, they're going to punt it away. The Fire's going to punt it away. Well, I'm starting up that show premium Monday, Thursday mornings. So we'll see if that helps the algorithm and or, see if we get any people for our Monday, Thursday morning show. But either way, it'll be fun nonetheless. And if it helps build the community, awesome. And bouncy inside the 10, out of bounds at the 8, I believe. 8 or 9. 9.5 minutes left in regulation time. A nail biter? No nail biter. We must go to preseason football. Oh, yeah, it's on NFL Network. Okay. Yeah. The Dolphins and Bears will be on NFL Network. Yep, 5 a.m. Rhino time, 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 4 o'clock in California. Mondays and Thursday mornings, NFL talk. And 2-yard gain for the Hasselvanta. Yeah. Monday and Thursday. We'll see how that goes. Football talk and shenanigans. You want to order wings, but being told there's wings at home. That sounds like what people would say. Manson, no points on that one. You need some more action. How about a pick six? Drops by the pass, looking, throwing it up top. Hits his man, first down, Sullivan. Bob down at the 30. Bop. First down. He like bounced off of him. That's why I said bop, because it was like boop, and he went flopping on backwards. Get those nail breakers. Get those nail breakers. Get those nail breakers. I feel like I'm saying it just like how they say it in the movie. Slanting over the middle. Hits his man for a gain of 5. Hahn. Phillip to the Hahn. Get those nail breakers. Get those nail breakers. Bueller. 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 He's not here, man. Anyways. Nail breakers. I think you're just making stuff up, Sandra. You can't just make up your own movie. Nobody's seen that movie because it's just in your head. It doesn't exist. It only exists in your head. Maybe Putman's the octopus. How about that one? Everybody know that one? Putman's the octopus. Takes a snap. Looking, slants over the middle. Got him. First down all the way to midfield. Bang. 14 yards on the catch and run. Phillip to the Hound. Nothing but a hound dog. I think I need more coffee. Strange things are afoot in the Rising Rhino. Just short of midfield, the row 49. Left to right. Raiders on the arc. Or something like that. Past midfield. Gets 2 to the other 49. The Hasselvanta on the carry. It's an okay movie. I don't know what movie that is. I don't know what the movie is. I got nothing. All right, a few more minutes. We got to hop to the preseason football. Throwing it up top, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8. Got to get to the 41 in the direction of Sullivan. What up, District Nation? European League with the Gurus. Nope, I can't read. That moved. Your movie Gurus not here? Gurus. European League with the Rhino Man. That's right. It moved down in front of my eyes and totally went to the other line. The Rhino is sleepy. Rise and shine, people. Let's go. Don't have a clue. Takes a snap on 3rd and 8, swinging it up top, hits his man down the sideline, only gets to the 46, 3 yards, and they need 5 more. So 4th and 5 of the Raiders, and they're down by 10 with under 7 minutes to play. NFL football today, cool. Cool. They fired a 6-foot blonde Swedish chick for him? I'm 6'1". Cool. Anyway, 4th and 5. Let's go. End it. Crush them. Get him a body bag. Perry changing the offensive line. No running back needed. And here we go. 6 on the clock. Plenty of time. Over the middle. Too high. Too far. Too incomplete. Bad pass by Perry. And turnover on downs for the Raiders. Boo! Oh, man. That one hurts. That one stings. And the Rhein Fire should take this one to the bank. Cash it. Buy the Raiders team and release everybody. And then hire more cheerleaders, dance around on their graves because they are done. 34-24. Shake your pom-poms, shake your pom-poms, because the Fire are getting the dub. This win should bring them to 7-4, and the Raiders down to 5-6 on the season. We still have 6 minutes left, but the Fire cruising. Play some fake pressure and sack. Down goes Jeffries back at the 39-yard line. Got him. Bill and Ted's? What about Bill and Ted's? You just want to order wings. Get those wings. Nail breakers? Is that Clueless? I feel like it's got to be Clueless then. I'm going to go Clueless. That's my guess. Lock it in. I don't know. I don't know what movie that is that my sister did, but I'm going to say Clueless because I don't know. I feel like it's a Clueless line. How'd I do? Did I win? I won. Throws it up top and incomplete. Schlesinger? Going to Schlesinger. Where have you been all game, Schlesinger? A cool last name and haven't done anything. Most excellent. Bill and Ted's classic movie. Classic. 5 minutes till the next game. We got to hop on over to the NFL Network in a few. As there's 5:18 left in game time, but that's a good 20 minutes of NFL time or ELF time. Jeffries looking, 3rd and 17, throwing it down low, drops it in there, first down, out of bounds at the 41. Bang! What a pass, what a catch, what a first down for the Fire. That should seal the deal. Kawofi making the play yet again. It is not Clueless. Well, I thought that was a good guess. I don't remember it from that movie, but that's all I got. I don't know this line at all. Oh, yes. Can't Control Life. Yes, that line that I gave you. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K is Bill and Ted's. That I changed to Strange things are afoot at the Rising Rhino. Yes, you are correct there, Can't Control Life. I was doing Bill and Ted's. Those in the middle, slanting. First down to the 25. Another one. All right, 4.5 left in this game. We got to hop over the other game. It's 3 minutes till the next game. And the Fire pretty much have this in hand. So I'm going to get ready to shut this down. Get ready for the Dolphins and the Bears. In less than a minute, I will switch on over. Legal man downfield on the offense. Bring him back. Still first down. 1st and 15. Ladybugs. Obscure 90s movie with Rodney Dangerfield. Well, he's the worst. But I don't even... Someone mentioned Ladybugs. I think maybe you mentioned Ladybugs. I've never seen Ladybugs. I didn't even know about the movie Ladybugs as a kid. I think it was just... This was mentioned like a couple months ago on this channel. Someone mentioned Ladybugs. Definitely don't know anything about that movie at all. Nothing. All right, here we go. Back to the 46. Hands it off up the middle. Grinds for 3. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Fire. Casper, man, I don't even think I've seen that whole movie back in the early 90s when that came out. Don't even think I... Yeah. It's a soccer movie. That's even worse. Rodney Dangerfield and soccer? I don't even think they could possibly think of a worse movie. What? Pauly Shore and golf? Is that what's next? Is that the only way to make that even worse? Well, now I want to watch that movie. Polish would be awesome golfer. One's in the middle, gets to the 40. It'll be 3rd and 9er. Yeah, we got to get over to the other game. We got to switch over to the Dolphins and the Bears game. 3.5 left. The Fire have them right where they want them. Let me see. Let me just check in on this game. Check the NFL Network. Where is it? NFL Network, NFL Network. Yeah, it's starting up at 11. Let me get the... they're showing some of the Dolphins highlights, getting ready. And, yeah. And the 3rd and 10 handed off and nothing there. Done. All right, the Fire up by 10. There's a little bit under 3 minutes left. The Fire have this in hand. It's very slim chance that the Raiders are going to come back. I want to switch over to the preseason game with the Bears and the Dolphins. So we got to go and send you on over to that channel. So thanks for coming out. Fire's got this, even though they're punting it away. I want to start up the preseason. So I will send you on over there. See you guys in 2 minutes for NFL preseason. See you guys in a few. Rhino Nation.